This monomer right here, chicas and chicos, let me tell you, I thought I was not gonna find a better monomer than the Kupa. I wouldn't say better, but it's definitely its competition. So there are two reasons why I like this monomer better than the Kupa. So maybe it is better in my opinion, but you know, anyways, I'm just like rambling already. The video just started. So the two reasons why I feel like I love this monomer more than the Kupa one, it's because one, it's cheaper. So, you know, I gotta save my money, okay? Christmas, like, I'm broke. So it's cheaper, and two, I feel like, in my opinion, it dried faster than the Kupa one, but I still absolutely love my Kupa monomer. It definitely helped me out so much because it allowed me to like play with my acrylic and actually like set it down before it dried on me too fast and stuff like that. Now this one, I feel like it's the next step, and I definitely do feel like I'm ready for this one because it does dry faster. And I'm learning a little bit more, so I feel like I can use my acrylic to dry a bit faster. So I really like that about this one. When I was applying the nails that I did, which I am going to show you guys a video of the first nail set that I did with this acrylic, it was just so silky smooth, buttery smooth. Like, it was so amazing to work with this monomer. Now I've only done 2 nail sets with it, and even when I did the Kupa review on the monomer, I believe I had only done 2 or 3 nail sets. And I mean, I still used it for continuous 5 months after, which I plan to do with this one. So the first nail set that I did with this one, I'm going to share with you guys in this video. Now the second one that I didn't make a video of it, but here's a picture. Here are some pictures of them, and it was just so wonderful to work with this monomer, you guys. So definitely it is odorless. There is no scent coming from this monomer at all. It is just like amazing. You can do acrylic nails inside of your home, not worrying about going outside, none of that stuff. Like, this right here where I'm filming is my dining table. This is where I do nails. Girl, don't worry about it. It gets cleaned up, sanitized, all of that kind of stuff. So we do share like living room and dining room and stuff like that, and I have no issue with it. I can do nails in the morning, afternoon, night. No one is complaining about the smell, none of that. So this is what you have been waiting for, what you've been looking for. Definitely give it a try, okay? So the video that I'm about to show you guys is the video that I filmed using this monomer, obviously, and I just decided to film it and kind of give you guys the process of what it was like to apply the acrylic and the whole process of it while using this monomer, in case you guys were interested in purchasing it and just didn't know what to do, because it kind of still does leave a sticky layer like the Kupa, but not as much as the Kupa. I did notice that too. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the video now. It is gonna be a voiceover, but oh my gosh, guys, I am so sorry at the nail design. I'm apologizing firsthand, okay? Just watch it.
Okay, so I use this dapping dish by Kiara Sky. It's new and I absolutely love this dish, guys. And then of course the odorless acrylic monomer by Nail Supply GlAMOUR. I am in love with this thing. It does say for practice only, which is kind of odd. Like, you can't use this when you do nails on a client. I don't know. I mean, I don't do that anyways, but I thought that was kind of odd that it said that. So there you guys see me filling it up. It is the odorless monomer that I used for this nail set, and the other nail set you guys saw me show you earlier. And I am using my Kiara Sky Kolinsky 14 brush. I love using big brushes. I don't know, it's just something I'm used to. And oh my gosh, I am using the Perfect Nude by Valentino. Let me tell you guys, this acrylic is really easy to work with. I highly recommend you guys giving Valentino acrylic powder a try if you haven't. But here I am getting started on this nail set. This is the longest set of nails I have done, so it was quite different to like get used to like covering such a long nail in acrylic. But oh my gosh, you guys, this was actually the first nail set I did with this monomer, and let me tell you, yeah, you guys just saw me dragging that acrylic powder, okay? Like some people do the what is it called, like the pat or whatever, like the 3 dips or whatever. No, I need to get like a full amount of powder, and I'm just so used to dragging it. I mean, everyone has their own method, okay? But anyway, so this was my first time using this monomer, and I was just in awe by it, you guys. I honestly, oh my gosh, I'm gonna say it, I love it more than the Kupa one. And I feel like the only reason why, it's because it dries faster than the Kupa one, and it leaves less sticky residue on nails. I mean, that wasn't an issue with me like at all with the Kupa either. Like I would still use it, but like this is amazing. Like I don't know, like it's just way easier to work with. I feel like it's an intermediate, like it's next level. Like if you're super beginner, I recommend getting Kupa, and just like it just takes longer to dry, so it gives you more time to work with the acrylic and learn how to like place it and stuff. And if you've practiced on it for a bit, like I've been using Kupa for 5 months, then I highly recommend getting this one, because it does allow you to play with your acrylic placement and all that kind of stuff. But it dries faster too, so it kind of gives you the feeling of using like regular monomer, which I don't know, it's just I find truly amazing. And like I don't know, I just don't even know what to say. Like I'm speechless by this monomer, and it's way cheaper too. So there's that too. So here's me just, you know, doing the backhand strokes. You know, still not a professional at applying acrylic and all of that. I'm learning as I go, but I definitely do see an improvement since when I first started, guys. And I feel like everyone has their own techniques, and you have to go with what works for you. You know, like I drag my acrylic, you could probably dip it in there. Sometimes I dip too. You know, you use smaller brushes, you can use bigger brushes. It's all what works for you. You don't need to copy exactly what somebody else does, because that's what I was doing when I first started. Like, I'm like, oh, V nailed it. She's so good at nails, and I want to do nails exactly like she does. And like maybe the way that works for her didn't work for me. So that's just it. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys. I'm gonna speed up the rest of the parts, but it's just me applying acrylic on the nails. But look at that, guys. Look at that. Like it's almost flawless. Okay, no. That's too much. Not flawless, but look at the application. Look at the nail. It looks so smooth. Like I did so freaking good. I love this monomer. I love this acrylic, and it just takes time, guys. Practice, practice, practice. Okay, before I just like let you guys continue watching without hearing my voice, this is a voiceover, by the way. It just came to me. The words that I was looking for was buttery smooth. Like it looks very buttery smooth as you're watching the video, hopefully. But I also felt it was very buttery smooth to work with this monomer and to work with this acrylic. It just went hand in hand. Like it was so amazing. Like I didn't have any issues, obviously like issues that a beginner would have, but other than that, like I was so happy and proud of myself while I was working on this nail set. I don't know, I just feel like it definitely helps me out a lot, so that's what I was doing. All right, so once I was done putting acrylic on her hands, I did go ahead and have her put her hands in the nail lamp, and I let that cure for 2 minutes just so it can speed up the drying process. Now here is both of her hands with acrylic powder, and both of them she put inside of the nail lamp. So no need to go wash off any sticky layer after this. I went straight in with this nail bit, and I put my nail drill at a speed of 13, and I went ahead and started filing. So yeah, so you see that, like how the residue that comes off of the nail is a bit thicker. It is just like that sticky layer that it does have, but it's not that bad to work with, guys. Like, don't be scared of that step. And it's just basically like you would do with regular nails. You would apply acrylic on it, and then you would move on to the filing process. But of course I did put the nails inside of the nail lamp, so you wouldn't normally do that with a normal acrylic set if you used regular monomer. But I feel like, you know, 4 minutes added to your regular nail set time is not a big price to pay for being able to do nails inside the house with no monomer smell and stuff like that. So honestly, I think it's a win. So yeah, so I'm just gonna show you guys where I am just filing off her nails, and I do this really gently. I feel like I've gotten better at filing, because before I used to put so much pressure into it, and I used to take the acrylic off, and I used to leave like holes in her nails and stuff like that. After I finished filing with that drill bit, I went ahead and I took my sanding band and I also put my file at the speed of 13, my e-file, and I went ahead and I filed the nail this way instead of using the hand file. I love actually doing this. This is like my favorite part of doing nails, using the sanding band to file. So that way I only use the hand file when I have to like do like the outside of the nail, like for the shape and stuff like that. But for the entire nail, I go ahead and I do this step. It's just my preference. You can use the hand file if you want to. So yeah, I go ahead and I do this to all of the nails. This also helps remove some of the sticky layer that still stayed on the nail from the last e-filing that we did with the other bit. So I like doing this process for that too. All right, so once I am done sanding with the e-file, I go ahead and I just dust off some of that excess dust that is still on the nail. Now this is the part where I take my hand file and I just use it to clean up the edges of the nail to kind of like re-give it its shape. So I do it to both sides of the nail, and I do struggle with this part quite a bit because this is the part where I tend to like cut my daughters or something, like, oh my gosh. But I feel like I struggle when it's time to do the left side of the nail. Like, look at this right here. Like, I was like, how do I hold it? But it's definitely something that I still need to learn. And then once I'm done doing the sides, I have her face her nails towards me, and this is where I give the top of the nail, the tip of it, its shape back, because she did get square nails. So regardless, whatever type of shape that she gets, coffin, square, whatever, I like doing this to the tip of it because it still does have some dust at the top or acrylic. And it's just, you know, it's a nice cleanup thing to do. So that's what I'm doing right here. Along with tossing her hand, because this girl got a heavy hand and she don't even be helping with the process. And also I did notice that I need to get a new hand files because those things are fucked up. All right. And then after I do that, I go ahead and I dust the nails again. And then I take my nail buffer, and I love this part too. And I just buff the nails. And this also helps like get rid of that excess remaining, like, I don't even know what it is, like nail particles, whatever, from the nail, and it helps it like clean up, and it just gives it a more finished smooth look. So that's what I do after I'm done hand filing the sides and the tip of the nail, and then I dust, and then I go ahead and I start buffing. All right, so here are both her hands, already e-filed and, sanded, dusted, hand filed, dusted, and buffed. And then I sent her to wash her hands. So here's her hand washed. And then what I do after that step is I take nail polish remover and I wipe the nails just to make sure that it is like fully clean, that there's nothing on there that's gonna ruin like the design that I'm about to do, because Picasso coming through. Yeah, so that's what I do. Okay, and that's the last step that I do for when I'm applying nails. And then everything after this is just basically the decorating part. These are the nails that I ended up doing. It's kind of like an abstract Christmas. I don't even know. I like them, but at the same time, I don't like them. I feel like I failed really bad at the blooming gel. I do love like the snowflake and the crystal placement and stuff. Like I said, I still got a long way to go, but I am really proud of this nail set actually though. So there's that.
Shh, don't say anything. I apologized already, didn't I? I don't know what I was thinking with that blooming gel abstract Christmas nails. Like, girl, ¿qué estaba pensando? Yo estoy loca. I don't know. I definitely need to keep trying on my blooming gel nails. Like, that was my second attempt. So, I mean, I'm gonna stick to that excuse. It was only my second attempt, okay? But yeah, so there was a process of me working on the acrylic nails with this monomer. I will say I am super proud of myself, because I feel like I'm way better than when I started doing acrylic nails, okay? I know I'm nowhere near where I'm supposed to be, but I feel like I'm getting there, okay? Slow and steady. And I was so proud of myself while I was doing this nail set as well. So yeah, so that's everything for the video for today, guys. Definitely give this monomer a try. I am obsessed. I do have a couple more that I need to try out, so stick around and just be patient. Okay, stick around and be patient. I promise you guys I will be pushing out those videos soon. I mean, I haven't even filmed them yet and stuff, so I need to film them, edit them, and then push them out for you guys and stuff like that. So yes, let me know what you think about this. Have you guys tried it before, or now are you interested in getting this? For those of you that did get the Kupa monomer from the first video that I did, I definitely recommend you guys checking this one out too. All right, so thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.